I am Saint Germain, and I come to be with you at this time. In these times of great changes, and I know that we continue to say that each time we come through, changes upon you. And indeed, those of you that have the eyes to see and the ears to hear know that this is true. You see these changes happening. Maybe not as much as you would like, but you know that it is happening, as opposed to those friends, those acquaintances, those family members that say nothing is happening. Nothing that you have said is coming true. Things of this nature. But you know deep within you that this is what you came here for. You came here to be the catalyst, the way showers, the ones to come before and show the way. That is what you are doing, even though you may not realize it. But just in your very experiences that you have in your daily lives, you are showing this, first to yourselves, and then you will be showing it to others as well. It is your destiny, my friends. It is your destiny to continue to move forward. Move forward. Always knowing deep within you the path that you need to follow. Yes, you move off the path at various times, but you always find your way back. You always know deep within you the purpose that you have. Or rather, I should say, the many purposes that you have, because they are constantly changing based on the decisions that you make each and every moment of your lives. You make a decision, and it takes you in this path. You make a different decision, and it takes you in another path. That is what you are all going through at this point. But know that the decisions that you are making in the long run, in the big picture, are what counts. Yes, the small decisions, the ones that you make each and every moment, do definitely shape your lives. But know, in the bigger picture, those decisions are being guided greatly by your higher God selves. Each and every one of you are being guided, whether you realize it or not. Even if you don't know the guides that are there with you all the time, helping you make those decisions. You can ask, certainly. You can ask for assistance, and you will receive that assistance. You will understand more and more why certain things happen the way they do. And you will realize, if you haven't already, that there indeed are no accidents. Everything is happening for a reason. Or as Sananda has said recently, everything is connected. So understand that. Do not become dismayed by whatever circumstances you may have in your life. But however you can, whatever those circumstances might be, find the gratitude and look for the smallest things, the beauty all around you. whatever it might be, however it might come to you. But know that these are signs along the way that will keep you on the right path. I am Saint Germain, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness, and that you continue to forge ahead along that path, always knowing that assistance is there for you. It may come in a whisper, or it may come in a shout, but it is always there. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Om. Greetings to you. One who serves here, Shoshana, is here, and we are ready to assist you with your questions if you have them.
I have a question.
Hello.
Yes. We hear you.
I have a question. Could you just explain what the Rainbow Bridge is?
The Rainbow Bridge is something that would seem to be in your imagination, but it is as real as anything that you can imagine within your lives, in terms of a connection between you and your higher God self. And when you cross that bridge, and you have crossed the bridge before in other lifetimes, long ago, other civilizations, other systems, as you have been called the system busters, those that have come here to bust this system wide open. And that is what you are all doing. And in so doing, you are going to be crossing this bridge once again. And it is a moving through in your light body that you shall do so. So that is why your light body has been introduced to you more and more within these experiences that we provide for you in your meditations, that you can learn and feel comfortable within your light body, so that when the time comes, you will be able to find yourself on that rainbow bridge and be able to cross it to the other side, you might say. Now, it is not figuratively like this, although many have described this in their ascension process as walking the bridge, walking across the bridge. That is what we will say here. Shoshana, do you have something you add?
Well, we would just ask if that was sufficient.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Thank you.
Very good. Then are there further questions here?
Hi. Greetings. I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry. Is there a difference between the soul and spirit?
We will tell you that the spirit is you. The soul is the record of mind written in spirit. So you are that spirit being. You have always been the spirit being, and the soul itself is the record of who you have been in your eternity. So it is the continuing record of everything that you have done, everything that you have said, everything that you have thought throughout eternity. That is how we will answer this. Shoshana, do you have anything you add here?
We do not.
Very good. We hope this was
Thank you.
sufficient for you. Yes.
Yes, that helps. Thank you very much.
Any further questions here?
Well, I hate to end the call so early, so I guess I'll ask a question. Is President Trump consciously aware that he has been called and he's divinely protected? Is he consciously aware of that?
We will tell you that he is very much consciously aware of his mission. To understand the fullness of his mission, though, he may not be quite there yet. But he does know that he has a great purpose, just as the one he was at another time also had a great purpose to bring about the revolution within this country, in the revolution within this United States. And he is doing the same thing over again and bringing about the great changes that are needed, but not here only in this country, but also throughout the planet, throughout the world. All of the countries are coming together, or will be coming together, as a result of this one coming forth. Not that he is a savior, but he is one that has come to fulfill his mission here. Shoshana?
Well, we would like to add here. May we add, dear sister?
Of course.
Dear sister, the human Trump is not aware of why he is so drawn to heroes of the past, why Andrew Jackson is such a big deal for him, and President McKinley and George Washington. He does not know why he is drawn to this, and he does not question it. He does not know the past lives that he has lived. He does not know these things. He is not fully aware and awake to these things. He is just a man, as one who serves as given on a mission. And he knows he is driven to fulfill his mission, but he never asks, why do I fulfill this mission? He simply does it. So he is not aware of who he has been and why he reveres so much the idea of the Constitution, the idea of past presidents. He does not know this, but he still moves forward in great resolve to complete his mission. Namaste.
Are you willing to share who he was in past lives, or is it not important for us to know that?
Well, we are not allowed to share that information, but we will tell you that all you need to do is look around at who he reveres, and you will know.
Yes.
Namaste.
We will tell you that you have been given a hint here, certainly. It is up to you to follow through with that hint.
Okay. Thank you.
Will there be other questions here before we release channel?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
We have been seeing a lot of activity in the skies, not me personally, but almost like right on cue for the movie and sort of the revealing. However, there was a, I don't know what to call them, incidents, a viewing or seeing up in the sky in Vancouver last week. And different from ships, this looked like an individual being. And it to me, it looked like two legs coming out the bottom, but basically one huge Merkaba. And it was big because it was over a ship on the ocean right outside of Vancouver. A lot of other crazy stuff going on in Vancouver that evening. Many, many people saw quite the light show. My question is, was that a being? Because I've seen two incidences recently where they don't really look like ships. They look like individual beings to me because they look very much like what I would envision as a Merkaba vehicle or a light body. And then question sort of part two is, realizing that this world is a shrunken version of what it used to be in prior civilizations, I guess would be the way to say that. When I'm refining my visualization, which I am trying to do to be more accurate, should we be visualizing everything much larger than we have it here? Because we tend to reference kind of what I'm consciously aware of here, but the more that's coming out about our past, Tartaria, I believe we're a much shrunken version. Everything is a shrunken version of what it used to be. So would it be helpful to visualize, when I visualize New Earth, a much larger version of everything, more expansive, but definitely larger?
We would say here, first you used the term should, and then you said, would it be helpful? So we will answer that.
Okay.
Yes, it's always helpful to allow for the guidance that is coming within you and the inner knowing that you already have. You see,
right.
Your inner knowing is coming out more and more and more. These things that you are wondering about, the majority of the entire population of this planet would not even begin to have a quandary about this, would not even inquire about this. So we will say here to allow for the process to continue within you and do not doubt quite so much. Let it be what it is. If it is a being, yes. If it is a large Merkaba vehicle, yes. If it is not, then it is not, you see. It matters not what it is, or it only matters the inner knowing that you have, and let it be whatever it is. And you will find that as you continue to move through this ascension process, you will come to a point where all of these types of questions will be moot. They will have no meaning whatsoever any longer because you will already know the answer.
Right.
See?
Perfect.
So, Shauna, do you have something to add?
Thank you.
Well, excuse me. Well, yes. What we find in this one is he is like a volcano. At the top, you see the top, but you don't know what is brewing beneath. That is the mind of this individual that is speaking, this dear brother that is speaking. So we are listening, and we are somewhat confounded by the questions. We do not understand the questions. We do not understand the point of the questions. What is your point, dear brother? What is it that you truly wish to know?
Well, like I said, I was just wondering if in my own visualizations, like I said, first of all, what I saw in the video or whatever was that an individual being, because I haven't seen that as much, but I guess that isn't really relevant. And then just it dawned on me that I probably should be visualizing everything much larger, because I just think that, again, we're sort of a physical shrunken version. So I'm starting to think the higher version is more expansive, larger. It's maybe even a silly question, but it was just to help my visualization.
That is true. That is true. What we find is that the planet, the time that you are in, the moment that you are in, with most of this, what you call civilized humanity, only thinks of the body, only thinks of the avatar, does not really expand its awareness beyond what the body needs, you see. And the body is just the experiential vehicle on the planet, and it is not too important, you see. It is just the experiencer. It is what you have laid down here on the planet to experience the dimension that you find yourself in, so that you can bring this information back to the source and back to your own soul. So we heard from one of your people on the call that you are not your body, you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions. Well, you are, but that is not the ultimate, you see. And as far as visualizing bigger, there is truly a vastness beyond comprehension, you see. It does not matter if the planet is bigger. It does not matter if the beings are bigger. That does not matter, because the level of understanding and consciousness is beyond the human third-dimensional construct, the human mind. The universes are vast, you see. So we are not surprised that a being showed up over Vancouver that appears to be in a Merkaba. We're not surprised by that. There's a bunch of them. There's thousands of these beings that roam through the galaxies. And this one just decided to give the Earthlings a treat and show up. But we must tell you that it is beyond comprehension what is out there. It is beyond that. And yes, your Earth has shrunk, but not in size, in understanding, in comprehension of what really is, you see.
Right.
That is what it's shrunk to. So yes, you do not need to visualize bigger. You need to visualize comprehension, understanding, you see, expansion
Right.
of your own understanding. Does this make sense, dear brother?
It does. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes, namaste.
Very good. Are there any further questions before we close the call?
Greetings. I have a question. Simple question. I just wanted to gain your perspective. Are we making a difference? Are we as a group making a difference, with our meditations? Or, are we just, scratching the surface? Thank you.
We will tell you that if you were not making a difference, we would not be here doing this with you. So you have to understand that this group has come together for a reason. You have a mission, and you have been fulfilling that mission each and every week. But if you were not important, then we would not be spending this time with you and assisting you and guiding you and training you. And indeed, we have been training you to be in a position when the vibrational frequency increases enough within each of you and within the collective consciousness that you can then move into a position such as we are in and be the ascended ones that assist those others that are needing the assistance, just like we are giving you here now. So you must understand that you are certainly doing great things, we will say here, in each of your meditations, each and every week, even though you may not realize just how fully the experience that you have as a collective together in your group can bring about great changes to the world. It only takes one consciousness, one high-level consciousness to make great change to the collective consciousness. Shoshana, do you have anything you add here?
We will add here, if we may, dear brother, may we add a perspective here?
Yes, thank you.
You've asked a big question, and we will tell you the parts that make a difference and the parts that cannot make a difference. When a human being who is so powerful beyond measure, beyond understanding, has doubts, then the doubt supersedes the impression that that human can make on the world. One who doubts, who walks in doubt, cannot make a difference, simply adds doubt to others, you see. The one that has intention of uplifting, has intention of spreading love, has intention of moving the world, that is the difference maker. The intention, the heart expanded to love and to understand and to comprehend and to give compassion. Those are the acts of making a difference. You cannot make a difference when you doubt yourself. When the words come that are we simply scratching the surface, that is a sentence of doubt, you see. You are never scratching the surface if you do things with the love in your heart and the intention of uplifting those around you. You always make a difference. So do not doubt, dear brother. Do not doubt. What you cannot do is you cannot save the world. You cannot make a difference on your own. It is a collective that makes the difference. It is joining others. It is joining a movement. It is moving forward as you are all one that truly makes the difference. Namaste.
Very good. We must release channel here now. Shoshana, do you have parting message?
We do not.
Very good. Then we just simply say keep moving forward in keeping your vibrational frequency as high as you can in every given moment, whenever you think about it. Think about it, raise your vibration, and find that the circumstances within your life continue to move more fully in the direction that you came here to bring it. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one.
Children of the diamond heart, I enfold you in the golden flame of my love. I protect you by the armor of my power. I raise you by the hand of your own divinity. I bless you with the fullness of my light. I give you the scepter of your own dominion. I seal you in the eternal freedom of your ascension. In that ecstasy supreme, the presence of the diamond heart, I am. And so, beloved family, we are welcomed into this perfect moment. I ask you to take one deep, cleansing breath as we begin. For this is the breath of life, the breath of love, the first and eternal gift from Source. Here, now, we focus our attention on the threefold flame within our heart. The golden flame in the center is our eternal connection to Source, activated with every heartbeat, and the golden thread that rises from it.
Keep going, Linda.
Okay. And the golden thread that rises from it connects us to the central sun. See this golden flame grow and expand to encompass the entire physical form and all your higher mental bodies. The pink flame This is very distracting. If somebody could shut off that music, I would deeply appreciate it.
It's me doing the music.
That's distracting.
Sorry.
The pink flame, which represents the divine aspect of Mother God, and the blue flame, which represents the divine aspect of Father God, come together in perfect harmony and balance, dancing together to create the violet flame of God's infinite perfection. Picture the violet flame growing and expanding to encompass the entire physical form and all your higher mental bodies. As you picture this for yourself, know that you activate these energies within every human heart, rising up, raising up into perfect unity. Now, visualize yourself holding your arms out to your sides. This is the diameter of your tube of light. A beautiful, seamless pillar of white light which keeps you protected and insulated from this moment on. Visualize beloved Saint Germain and the violet flame inside your tube of light. Feel the love, the power, the purity all around you. Breathe it in. Visualize the violet flame outside your tube of light for added protection. We now call upon beloved Archangel Michael and his sword of blue flame. This brilliant, blue, and powerful sword of truth. Feel how it fits your hand perfectly. Bring it to your heart chakra. Set your intention. Raise it up. Swing it around your head and down around your entire body and 2 times under your feet. Feel how the violet flame consumes and transmutes all these energies you have released. Feel the freedom you have achieved. We also ask the beloved Goddess of Purity to hold space in all these areas until our ascension process is complete. Now, take a moment. Look down your tube of light. It is bottomless. It continues down into Gaia, inner earth, and connects you to the crystalline energetic structure of Mother Earth. Now, look above you. See your tube of light. It is never-ending, reaching high into the heavens, connecting you to the crystalline energetic structure above the earth and onward to the galactic central sun. So now we say, thank you, beloved mighty I Am Presence, for this tube of light, which keeps me invisible, invincible, and invulnerable to all negative creation, and keeps me free, now and forevermore, until I am sealed in the eternal freedom of my ascension. And we thank thee. It is done by the power and might of 1,000 suns, doubled each minute, doubled each hour, until all are ascended and free. For the light of God never fails. The light of God never fails. The light of God never fails. And the beloved mighty I Am Presence is that light.
Now remaining in your tube of protective white light, just focus a moment on your breathing as you take several
We can't hear over the music.
Okay. How is that?
It's still too loud.
Wow.
If it picks up, just turn on.
How about that?
Better.
Okay. Just take a moment and relax. Just listen to the music as you begin to become more and more centered within yourself, taking several deep cleansing breaths. Just focus now on relaxing and letting go, and letting this beautiful music just take you away from the outside world for a bit. Take a deep breath now, breathing in the light, and exhale out any tension, stress, negativity of any kind. Just let that go out gently with the exhalation of your breath. Take another deep breath, breathing in the light, and exhale out the darkness. Again, breathe in the light, and exhale out the darkness. Now put your attention in your etheric body and become aware of the 9 chakra centers that have become activated and reactivated within all of you. And pay particular attention to both the alignment of those chakras and the vibrational frequency within each chakra as you move up the ladder of consciousness from the lowest chakra, the Earth Star chakra, all the way up through the Soul Star chakra. And as you focus on each one and the particular color associated with that chakra, focus on raising the intensity of that color so that you do indeed raise the vibrational frequency within that chakra, which, as you know, raises the vibrational frequency within corresponding glandular function, which then also raises all of the cellular structure in your body, the organs, your limbs. Everything is raised as a result of raising your etheric body vibrational frequency, which also, of course, then raises your astral body as well, your astral emotional body. Now, focusing on the Earth Star chakra just below your feet, see that as a deep earth brown color. Moving up to the root chakra, bright, brilliant ruby red. The next, brilliant orange. The solar plexus area, bright, brilliant yellow. To the heart center, the midpoint between the 4 lower and the 4 upper chakras, deep blue-green. To the high heart center, brilliant bright magenta. And to the throat area, sky blue. In the third eye, in the middle of the forehead, purple or indigo. And then the crown chakra at the top of the head, gold or violet or silver. And then finally the soul star chakra, just above your head, pure brilliant white. Now, as you take each of these chakras in turn and merge them into the one above it, each one merging into that one above it, all the way up until they all merge now into the soul star chakra, bringing them all together, forming your Merkaba light vehicle or your light body, which, as you know, can be visualized and known as a three-dimensional six-pointed star. And you, in your conscious knowing self, just simply move that into that light body or Merkaba. And find yourself beginning to rise up, leaving your physical body behind, and just float along with the music in the background. Just let it take you. High vibrational music, just let you rise up high above the earth, becoming aware of all of the millions of ships and the planets of the solar system and the sun, all of the high level of consciousness that is out here. And as you look back down at the Earth in her third dimensional form, know that she is holding two places now, relatively saying two places, both third dimensional and fourth and fifth dimensional, so that at any point anyone can move from the third dimensional viewpoint and out of the matrix into the high fourth and fifth dimension. And as you look, allow yourself to see both sides, both timelines, if you will. You can see one being the third dimension and all of the people on the planet that are still ensconced within that third dimension, still being held within the matrix, without them even really knowing they are in that matrix, that they are in an illusion of their own creation. And then see all of those, of the light workers and light warriors, how they have either moved to the higher vibrational frequencies and holding there more and more, or they tend to go back and forth. But see yourself now, yourself. So you are above the earth looking down, but you are also down there, not your physical body, but see yourself in a sense in a third understanding. In other words, feel yourself there on the earth as well, standing on the surface of the planet. So you're above the planet looking at yourself standing on the surface of the planet as well. And allow this music to bring this about, bring this experience about. Just let it be. And feel yourself now in a high vibrational frequency here on the planet, on Gaia. Gaia being the being that ensouls this planet. Gaia being the higher vibrational frequency being. And feel all around you the beauty that is the earth, the beauty that is everywhere. The trees, the flowers, the animals, the diverse culture everywhere. And you are a part of that diverse culture. You are a part of this higher vibrational frequency, planet Gaia. So now feel the love of Mother Earth, of Gaia herself. Feel it all around you, expressing through you. You are that love. You are the oneness. You are the divine being within yourself. Feel that higher consciousness now. As you are touched by the wind, touched by the sunlight, touched by the very air around you, comforted, alive, one with all that is here. Totally at peace, totally at one, totally at love within you. Now, still feeling that love, that oneness, that higher vibrational frequency within you. Let yourself begin to be drawn back to your physical body, coming back in gently, bringing your Merkaba light vehicle, your light body, back into your physical form, merging back in your astral, your etheric, into your physical body. But know that you have indeed raised your vibrational frequency and ensuing consciousness within you. Feel that throughout your body, perhaps as an electrical charge, and come back now into a complete state of consciousness and circulation, fully revitalized and refreshed.